Hey guys,
Hello.
we are live.
Hey.
We are back. It's
Hey.
Friday.
It's Friday night, baby.
It's Friday night, and although we're not doing a performance, we still want to hang out with you guys. So yeah, we've just been waiting here patiently for the chat to fill up, and you guys are already chatting amongst yourselves, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And I think we should go back and just address something that Sean said. He said, "Evening all, anyone get burnt in the amazing lockdown weather?" The answer is
Yeah.
yes. Because in the first week of lockdown, you painted the wall in the back garden
Yeah.
and you wore a vest.
Well, I did put sun cream on. I
But
just didn't get a bit on my back.
a bit on her back.
It was bad.
It was burnt all the way
To be fair,
across.
like I get burnt when it's raining.
You do.
So.
When we played, was it Rambling Man? I think it was when we,
Oh yeah.
the first time we
Wow.
played Rambling Man. It was when we
Yeah.
played the Rising stage. It was cloudy. It was overcast.
Yeah.
There was some sunny spells, but literally, was it the day after or the day after that? I looked at Robin and she was burnt. You
I was like a
literally
lobster.
burn in the clouds, don't you?
Yeah,
It's crazy.
Yeah. It's horrible.
To be honest, we were playing an indoor festival and Robin was still burned.
She will, just from the lights. She, like, if she wore
It's so
sunglasses on
true.
stage, she'd be like a panda.
What about you guys?
Have you been out and about getting burnt? I know that Key's been walking Cody a lot.
I
I
was
just-
burnt yesterday.
You went where?
I got burnt yesterday.
What was he doing?
I went to see my mum.
Okay.
So outside, kind of as the social distancing rules have said, you can go and see family now. So we're outside, so we spent the day in the garden,
Okay.
and I didn't
Nice.
put any sun cream on
Oh,
Man. See,
because I thought, oh, I'm kind of in the shade because I was like in the shade a bit, and then I guess not
it'll still
as
get you, man.
shady as I thought.
It'll still get you.
that sun travels around corners just to get you.
Yeah, it does. It's like a looming shadow that just, well, not really a shadow, but
How about
To be
you,
honest, I'm
Key?
surprised Robin's wearing a beanie.
Yeah. I'm always cold though.
This is also true. Oh, man.
It's weird.
It's nuts. Like, no matter what time of year, Robin's cold. Actually, no, there's two different levels, isn't there? There's Robin roasting, hot and bothered, doesn't know what to do with herself, and you get frustrated real easy.
Yeah.
And then the other 99% of the time, it's Robin freezing cold, like it's not very warm. Is it? Gets into the
I'm
car.
always that cold friend.
Gets into the car, middle of summer. Oh my god, it's roasting. Opens the window. Oh, that's cold.
Yeah.
Well, she's the
I'm
one that sits on
terrible.
top of a radiator all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at the studio, we've got these like electric radiators, and when we're in the office part of the studio, Robin's got a desk, and she'll have the radiator under the desk with her legs kind of over the top of it. And you can smell burning. Right, Robin, I'm pretty sure that's your trousers.
It's got legs.
Okay, so what have you guys at home been up to this week? I know that some people have started to go back to work
Yeah.
because that's now some part of the new ruling is that some people can go back. And so what have you guys been up to? Are you still on lockdown, or are you guys back at work? What's been going on this week? Key, Damo said that he's missing his Tipton Gerard. Story behind
Tipton
that is Tipton Gerard, because Kieran plays FIFA with one of our mates, Damon, and they've nicknamed him Tipton Gerard. And
I
I
still
know
don't know
nothing
if that's
about
a
football.
or not.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know enough about football to know whether that's a good thing. It's got Tipton in the name already. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. Gerrard,
Exactly.
he was a good player, but I don't know. I mean, what's he doing now?
But he's a Liverpool player, and I'm a Man United fan, so it's kind of like.
Oh.
So yeah.
See this?
But
Four
that's,
Skulls or
that's,
Roy Keane, maybe.
to be fair, that's a really good nickname for you, though, Key. You get called worse than that.
I mean, yeah. That's on the good end of the spectrum. You've been called a lot worse than that.
True.
So Dan, our producer, is a Liverpool supporter, isn't he?
Yeah.
And when we was in the studio, literally half the time when Kieran and Dan were speaking, it was about football. They were watching football. They were updating each other on scores about football. I was trying to do guitar and vocal takes, and they just had their phones out watching the football. And like I mean, Chris, you don't really follow it, do you either?
I mean, I used to when I was younger, but yeah, just kind of. I mean, I watch like England play in the big tournaments, like
Yeah.
you know, but I won't follow league or anything that much.
No, I don't. I mean, when I was a kid, I used to support Aston Villa, and my dad was a Baggers fan, so that was interesting. but the company that he worked at had like a box at Villa Park, so that was cool.
Nice.
And have you actually ever been to a football match?
Once
Once.
my, was it primary school or high school? I think it might have been high school. As a day out for the kids, they took them to a football match.
Okay.
And we got to see the locker room and things
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, it was all right. A
we
bit
go.
boring.
It's a bit boring, like.
I enjoyed the sandwiches.
I can imagine you get back home, your mum says to you, "Oh, how was the tour?" Good sandwiches.
Basically. Yeah.
So people are saying, it's a fly in here, I'm sorry. So Linda's still on furlough, but today it's her mum's birthday, 80th
Yes.
birthday, so happy birthday to
Happy
Linda's
birthday.
Happy birthday!
That's amazing.
mum. Janet says she's still in work, she's a dermatology nurse.
Okay.
Pete Evans never stopped working. Anne Reddle's still working. There's a lot of people, to be fair. I
Yeah.
was expecting there to be a lot less. Oh, sorry, that's just skipped a load of people. Mike says that he supports Liverpool and Celtic. Well, I mean, I knew about Celtic because obviously you used to work for Celtic, and you invited us there. We had a tour around there as well, didn't we?
Yeah, did you
enjoy-
get the sandwiches there? Oh,
There was
yeah,
no.
yeah. That was way
I
better
was going to
sandwiches.
say there was no sandwiches, but there was. We did have like
Yeah.
food after dinner.
Yeah. Yeah.
We had a little tour which got interrupted halfway.
This
When we
is
left,
Yeah.
didn't we?
Yeah.
it was pretty awkward because so the story behind this is that we had a show in Glasgow,
Yeah.
and beforehand, because this was in the middle of a tour, Mike, one of the admins on the Broken Army page, he was retiring from Celtic, and so he had a big do. He actually did he not arrange it? He pushed it back, didn't he, or something, so that we were there.
I'm not
So we
sure.
were available to go. Anyway, all the parts seemed to fit together.
Yeah.
So he invited us along to his retirement get together, and whilst we were there, we they said that we could go on a tour. There's some photos around of us just like messing around behind the scenes, pretending that we're plotting all these different plays and all that sort of stuff. But halfway through, our tour manager came up and said, "Guys, we've got to go. We've got to get to the venue. It's load out. It means load in." was like, okay. And we were in a group of like 20 people.
Yeah, it was really quiet as well.
Yeah.
It was when the guy was explaining something.
Is the medal room, like the
Yeah, that's
trophy room?
it. Yeah.
And we just tried to slowly slip away.
Like all 7 of us.
And the guy looked at us and went, "Is everything okay, guys?" I was like, "Yeah, we need to go." And he
Really
went-
sorry.
And he went, "Oh, is it something I said?" I was like, "No, we've got a show to do." And I'm pretty sure he didn't buy it. He just went, "Okay." And then we just kind of went, "Bye."
Thank you,
I
bye.
think we should have said something like cunning, like, you know, we should have said, "Oh, we just remembered we were Rangers fans" or something, and just slipped over.
that one, no. Dude, there were 20 people in there.
Well, at least we handled that situation better than when we was in America
Oh,
at the
yeah.
Was it
restaurant.
Olive Garden?
Olive Garden in
Olive
America.
Garden. That's it.
That was pretty terrible. We need to tell that story, don't we? I think. Because
Have we not told it? I thought, did we tell it?
I don't know. I don't think we did we? Because
Okay.
because British people, there's quite a few Americans in the chat right now as well. I think probably one of the biggest differences that we kind of notice between British people and American people, British people are way more awkward.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we handle conversing completely differently, and we're kind of we're a queuing nation, aren't we?
Yeah.
We'll wait here and that sort of
Yeah.
stuff. And so it was late. Some of the restaurants were closing,
Yeah.
and we went into an Olive Garden, and the front of house at the restaurant turned around and said, "Let me go ask the chefs if they'll still cook something." And we said, "Okay." And then they made a big joke like, "Oh, someone's going to do overtime now."
Yeah,
this, that, and the
yeah.
other.
They made a big fuss out of
They
it.
did.
Was finishing, wasn't he? So he was
Yeah.
walking
Yeah.
out.
He was walking out.
With his bag on, and then he looked at us, burst out laughing, and then pointed at his colleagues and laughed at them, and then walked off. They were like, "Well, this is."
And we already kind of felt a bit awkward
We
at that
felt
point.
bad. So, and they showed us to the table. We sat down and we said to our crew, who were both American, and we said, "You know, we don't want to be a burden on these guys. We don't want to get them to fire up the ovens again.
Yeah.
We'll just leave." And because that's just what we do, isn't it? Really. And then so the crew were like, "Okay, are you sure?" We was like, "Yeah. We don't want to cause any issues or anything." So we start to walk out. And we say to the guys at the restaurant, we say, "It's okay. We'll come back another time." And they turn around and say, No. You can. It's fine. It's fine. I was like, no. It's okay. And then it just got super awkward. And then out of nowhere, our tour manager Chris turned around and just went, "See ya!" to the front of us. And then we just full walked out. And I was like,
Yeah. To be fair, I was laughing. I couldn't stop laughing.
I just felt awkward.
Yeah.
We said beforehand, like we said to Chris, like, are you gonna let them know, like, you're gonna handle it? We'll just go, and then Chris went, I'll talk to them. They'll be fine about it. And as we walked out, we was like, you still ain't said anything, and we were just like, Chris, you gonna chat? Oh yeah. See ya.
It was crazy.
I think he panicked.
So Linda's also said, can you give a shout out to Maria Glover, who is missing tonight's broadcast, as she's been called out to help an old lady and get her shopping in? Of course, yeah, Maria. She's here every week, pretty much.
Yeah.
And that's a very noble thing to do, isn't it? I mean, I think right now is when people need to help each other the most, isn't it?
Yeah,
You know?
for sure.
So fair play, Maria. Well done. This chat keeps skipping. I'm sorry. Did anyone catch mine and Robin's tongue twisters on Robin's stories? I just felt like I just had one right there. So Amaryllis says, "I've been going to my office this whole time since we can be open. and there's more peace, quiet, and room to spread out than there is in my house. There we go.
Nice.
Well, that works out then.
Yeah.
Dagmar says that this week her daughter decided to teach her how to play Minecraft. Key, you know a lot about that, didn't you?
Yeah, I'll play it.
I've never played it.
No.
I don't even know how you. I've seen people play it, but it just
Yeah,
looks
yeah.
too complicated.
It's like a survival game. You basically start off with nothing, and then you've got to kind of survive. But
Okay.
at night time, there's things called creepers and there's skeletons and zombies, and they can kill you. So you've got to basically get a lot of supplies and resources to survive. Basically.
Oh,
Okay.
I just thought you actually just built stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
same.
that's like a game to it.
Yeah,
I
you
thought,
can.
like, you
There's
made
two
your own
modes. There's
world
survival
and things.
there's creative. Yeah, you can
Okay.
create it. You got you don't die. You basically can just make
Create.
stuff.
Just make stuff.
Whereas, for survival, you've got to go out and get it. Anyway,
Nice.
Okay. And also, Pete Evans. I've just read his comment after I said it. He said, "Can I just throw out some appreciation for Robin and Richie's tongue twister challenges comedy goal? It was amazing. I
That
loved
was
it.
so hard.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We did it the first day, and then you posted them, didn't you?
Yeah.
And you said we've got to do the same tomorrow. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay,
Have
go
I
on
even
then.
got one right? I don't think I have. I don't think you've got like 3 or 4.
Yeah. But I mean, we discovered the other day, and this, I mean, it kind of lends itself to this really, is that there are so many normal phrases that Robin just can't say. I mean, we all know about the Jammy Dodger,
Yeah.
and then you can't say that.
Yeah.
But you know, like with the times that they are, you know, you can't go to a restaurant,
No.
you can't eat out,
No.
so naturally you talk a lot about food. And I turned round to Robin, and I mentioned butcher's sausage. You know, like because they're much better than the ones that you get at the supermarket.
Yeah.
And Robin turned round to me and mentioned butcher's sausage, and this is what happened.
You're really making me
I
say
am. Come on.
butcher sausage.
She
I
can't
can't
say
say it.
Butcher's sausage.
Oh. Thanks.
There we go. Sean says that he's barred from work because he had COVID-19. And I believe he's a chef, so he's working with food.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'll get that. Adrian's still working. Your dad's been off for 9 weeks, but he goes back next week.
Yep.
Paul said... Amaryllis said, Rich, I do your pre-SB job for a non-profit. She's, I don't know if it's a she or a he, Amaryllis, because it's not their real name. They said last week on the stream. So Amaryllis,
Oh, I'm not sure then.
I'm not quite sure of your identity. It's very elusive. But they are a data analyst, so
There we go.
it's come in handy, hasn't it? Being a
Yeah,
data analyst,
yeah.
being in a band, we effectively run a business, so it does come in handy. Paul Griffin said, "Do you guys have a routine you have while you are at home?" No,
No, we never have a routine at
Not
all.
not really. I mean, there's general things that you do day to day.
Yeah.
You get up, get a shower,
Brush teeth.
brush your teeth, and then like answer emails, and there's always something new going on, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
So it's basically like being at work in a way, but we can work from anywhere so long as we have internet connection.
Yeah.
The majority of the time, apart from when you got to record things and do videos and
Yeah.
that sort of stuff. But there's not really a set routine, because sometimes when we're not on the road, we'll be recording or writing or doing some press, or it's rare that we get to have a chunk of time off completely.
I don't think we have.
No.
Ever.
In 6 weeks, six
weeks.
weeks, 6 weeks, in 6 or 7 years,
Yeah.
we've not really had a full break. I don't think.
No.
So yeah, our lives are just, we have to kind of live them week by week, I guess.
Yeah.
There was once where we were about to release Ain't Always Easy, and we had 2 days notice that me and Robin were going to Paris to do an 8-hour press day.
Mm-hmm.
So you just pack a bag, get on the train and go.
Yeah.
And then you get a hotel, and then you come back the next day. It's crazy, really, when you think about it.
Yeah.
Gary Walls says he's still furloughed in the garden. It's a hard life.
Yep. Hope you're using sun cream.
Yeah, make sure you use a sun cream. Jen says hi. Hi, Jen.
Hi. Whoops.
Okay, so we've got our first question.
Okay.
Comes from Sean. Chocolate coated peanuts, dry roasted peanuts, or salted peanuts?
Chocolate.
There we go. How about you guys?
All of them.
You haven't got a preference, just
Yeah, I like them all.
maybe a key.
Salted, even though I have to be careful, as you know.
Yeah.
Peanut
has
allergy.
it's you have an intermittent allergy, don't you? Like sometimes it affects you and sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, it's like a peanut inconvenience.
It is, yeah, it's not like you got a peanut allergy. It's a peanut inconvenience.
Well, I'm allergic to peanut butter, but peanuts I'm fine with.
It's got to be whatever
be like an
agent.
ingredient.
Yeah.
In the peanut butter, then maybe.
Yeah, that's what it'll be. For me, salted, I think. Just straight up.
Salted peanuts.
Salted peanuts, yeah. So funny about that.
I don't know.
Let's see what else we've got. He does say thanks for the reminder, Rich. Haley said, will you four be meeting up now lockdown has been loosened slightly? I don't think we're there yet, are we?
I mean, the rules say that you can't meet up indoors. You have to be outside, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It can be a group of 6, but it still has to be outside.
Yeah.
With the distancing still in measure.
Yeah. And as musicians, we spend 95% of our time indoors, don't we?
Yeah. Like vampires.
Yeah. So I think we're not.
I think
quite
it's
there
getting
yet,
there. It's slowly getting there.
Yeah. I don't think we're too far away
No.
from being able to meet up. Yeah. But I mean, yeah, the kind of setup that we have, and when we meet up, we either have a meeting or we write or we work on stuff. So I don't think that the rules quite allow for it yet, do they?
No, so, I mean, yeah, like let's say you can't really be indoors, and you've still got to try and keep that distance. Mm-hmm. It's tough.
Yeah.
The way we do things.
Any chances you guys doing an Almighty cover at some point? Maybe. We're always open to suggestions, aren't we?
Yeah.
So I think did you put that on was it the Broken Army?
I think I saw it on the Broken Army.
Yeah, I think I saw it on the
today.
Broken Army earlier.
Yeah.
But I've got to admit, I am terrible at getting back to people. You know, half of my WhatsApp messages have Robin in the group. Because, I mean, even my mum, when my mum sends me messages on WhatsApp, she's put Robin into our WhatsApp group so Robin can tell me that I need to get back to my mum. I am terrible at getting back to people.
Or I just reply.
Yeah. Maria said the same thing. We can't meet up to jam and play yet. But as soon as we can, we will.
Yeah, I can't wait.
I know.
Oh, it's going to be good.
So Amaryllis, their real name is Jennifer.
Okay.
But she's hoping that one day to make Amaryllis her middle name so she can use it officially.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And it was inspired by Shinedown.
Yeah.
That's
nice.
cool. That's awesome. Someone said Brazil loves Stonebroken.
We
I
love
play
it
your
too.
songs. I love Stonebroken. That's awesome. Thank you very much. we actually when we have a look at our Spotify stats, Brazil's quite high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Hopefully,
I
we
mean,
can,
I would love to tour Brazil if we ever get a chance.
Rock in Rio.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. So Janet said that they had to let their staffy Jess go to sleep last Friday.
Aw.
That's sad. But
not
hopefully
nice.
Jess is in a better place now. Sorry
Yeah.
about that, Janet.
Yeah.
You know that, I mean, 3 out of 4 in the band have a dog, and Chris's in-laws have dogs, don't they?
Yeah.
Can I call them
we
your
took 'em
in-laws?
for-
Too
we
late
actually
now,
took 'em
sorry.
for- No, we took her for a walk the other day up a canal, and it was quite hot because I've got an older dog and a puppy, and the puppy was loving life, and the older dog was like, I thought, oh my god, we're gonna kill him. He's on the brink of death. And then we got back, and he literally just gulped up loads of water and like passed out in the shed.
Yeah,
And the puppy
Yeah.
was still doing laps around the garden.
yeah.
I was like, what? Where's
Yeah,
she getting
that's
that
what
energy
happens.
from?
Angus is like that all the time, isn't
You get back in for a walk with more energy than he went out.
Yeah. Yep. Nuts.
he?
Crazy.
Yeah, Cody does that. He always nicks my mum's slippers and socks.
But I put some on.
No,
Slips around the house.
The smoky. God.
no, he always just keeps stealing them off her feet,
Really?
and like she even put my slippers on, and he wasn't interested. He still tried to go for her socks.
Yeah.
When they know, they know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lisa said, "What's your lockdown vice? I'm overdosing on chocolate." What's everyone been addicted to?
Oh, chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets. Oh, chicken nuggets.
Yeah. We've ate a lot of them.
We have to be fair.
Yeah.
We have. See, I'm more of a savoury than a sweet kind of person. Although, I mean, ice cream, but I've not had a lot of ice cream ever.
No.
You'd have thought that I would, but no. It's been chicken nuggets. It's weird.
Yeah, it's really weird. We never usually eat them.
No, not at all. I think it's because Macca's is closed.
I think it is, yeah. What about you guys?
You can't say tea because that's just normal. So it has to be something other than tea.
Chocolate, and I've got my snacks underneath my desk.
Yeah, your snack
usually-
pile is like this big.
I'm snacking. I got chocolate. I've got dairy dunkers. Why not? So that-
There's Cody in the background. He's photo bombing right now.
there he is.
Oh. What about you, Chris?
It's all gaming.
Yeah.
I haven't really been snacking or anything. It's still like tea, JD, Pepsi. Kind of more drinks than anything. I've been pretty good and not surrendered to snacking that much.
Yeah. Like, each night around 9:30, 10 o'clock, Robin will turn around and say, "Oh, I want chocolate."
Yep, and I've got some Maltesers for tonight.
Have you? I didn't know that you got Maltesers. Did you give me some?
No?
Right then. I'm ending the stream now. I'm mad.
You can share, it's like a treat bag. So.
How is it?
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that we're
I
sharing.
know.
Oh, what? I know when you said that you was popping to the shop, you said, "Do you want anything?" I said, "No." I didn't realise you was getting Maltesers.
Yep.
Damn. Okay.
Damn.
It's going to be a domestic up in here. That was a joke. Not really. Yeah, so Hayley was agreeing. She said that their pooch used to pinch slippers off the feet too. There's nothing that you can do when a dog sets its eyes
Yeah.
on, and it's usually the feet because that's where the head's closer to. Unless you got like a Great Dane.
That would be a bit dangerous.
Let's talk about nuts, won't we?
Well, Angus goes for my bottom of trousers, doesn't he? Or my
Yeah.
blazers.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't catch that.
Angus goes for keys, trousers,
All the
and
time.
laces,
Yeah.
and socks and slippers and literally anything you got on your feet.
But Angus is about this tall. And that's from toes to the top of the head.
Bless you.
Like he can't really, like, all he sees are ankles around, and he's just like, oh, I'm going to get one of them. I've been wearing 3/4 length. I've got like these jeans that are like 3/4, and when I walk through the house in the morning, he'll come by, and he lifts his head up a bit higher, and just tries to nibble the bottom of them.
Yeah.
And I try and get away as quickly as I can, and then he'll chase me, and then instead he'll bite my actual ankle instead of my trousers. Like, get off! What do you think the future is for gigs? Do you think there will ever be social distance gigs? See, there's already been a socially distanced gig, hasn't there, in America? There's a country singer who played like a 1,500 capacity room to about 200 people, and everyone was in like their own kind of area.
Right.
But financially, I don't think that's viable because
No.
Yeah, ticket sales, well, you won't get as many ticket sales, which obviously impacts.
I mean, if you think the bigger rooms cost more to hire, and then they have a capacity for a reason, I guess, and if you were to cut that capacity by sort of 60 to 75%, I don't think that's financially viable. I think there will be a few cases where they will put a show on, and it won't make money, but again, that won't survive, will it?
No.
I have a feeling that they will start from the low level up. I think gigs will start at the 50 capacity rooms and then go up to 150 and
I think they kind of have to do that, don't they? You know, to manage it and
yeah.
make sure
I don't know
everything's-
if you could do like distance involves though at gigs or anything.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the bar?
Because good, yeah. It's like
Queue at the bar.
people. Right.
I saw, I think there was a pub in Australia where
They got them rubber rings.
big like rubber dingers around them and
Oh,
like wheels.
Yeah.
So those, imagine people at those
I
at
know.
gigs. That would be insane.
Mosh
That'd
pit
be
would be
pretty cool.
insane.
You'd just be you want to just run into people. They would just do like dodgers.
It'd be fun though, wouldn't it? But like no one would be listening to us.
Yeah.
They'd just be like running around, bumping into each other.
Who could capsize the other person?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I honestly don't know what the future of gigs. It's going to be a slow process, whichever.
Yeah.
And for a few reasons, I think obviously the health and safety aspect, but also people regaining trust in going out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I think that's also going to be a factor. Because I mean, we spent so long having to socially distance. Will people feel safe when they're not socially distanced? I know that I always still feel a little bit awkward when we go to a supermarket and people are, coming up
All up in
close.
your business.
Yeah, it's like back off, grandma.
All up in my grill, man.
Like, let me get to the coleslaw, man.
Better back the hell up. Let's get medieval
It's a
up
true
here.
story. I didn't say it though. I just stood back and looked at all this. She leant over us, didn't she?
Yeah.
I was like, man.
Yeah. We just carried on walking.
We did. We
Let the
looked at-
coast look away.
She won. we just did a lap around and she'd gone by the time.
Yeah.
we went back. But yeah, I mean, because we're still going to be conscious of keeping that space and distance. I mean, we don't know how long this thing's going to go on for. I've seen graphs that tell us all sorts at the moment in the UK.
Yeah.
And then there's the international touring side of it.
Yep.
Will they even let UK bands go to their countries?
Yeah.
Because at the moment, Greece aren't allowing UK to have holidays over there because they don't think that we've done enough. So there's all these things to think about.
Yeah.
And we'll just have to ride it out and see what happens. But, I mean, gigging, music, live events. I know that football's starting to come back. But I think those to all run at the capacity that they run at before, they're going to be the last thing to get back to normal.
Yeah.
So for us, it's going to be a long wait.
Yeah, I mean, we'd obviously love to go out and gig again, but it's just got to be safe for everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
Hayley said, "Can you do any impressions? And if so, do them for us now." Right now.
Well, no, I can't. I'm rubbish.
No, Robin's good at doing impressions of something that she's not trying to do an impression of. Like accents is where you'll try and do one accent and it sound completely like another accent
All the time.
all the time. But as for impressions are quite specific, aren't they?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I'm good
it's
at
hard,
impressions.
man. It's like someone saying, tell a joke. You probably know all these jokes, but then when someone puts you on the spot, you're like, oh,
Dude,
you just can't think.
It's like going into a guitar shop. You forget how to play guitars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just
Smoke on
hand
the
you the
water.
guitar. The guy's watching you like,
Smoke on the water. Meh, meh.
I promise I'm good.
Yeah, you get home and you can play the Cliffs of Dover. You get into a guitar shop and all you can play is Paranoid. No, but, I mean, there's not really that many impressions that we can do. I don't think
so.
we just do them on the spot, don't we? Like,
Yeah.
and it's kind of a passing thing, and then I don't know. It's not something like we think about. It's like if someone is on telly or something, and you just kind of mimic them as a joke,
Yeah.
and then forget about it.
Yeah. I used to be able to do impressions before my voice broke when I was a kid. I can't do them anymore.
This is maybe for next week's live stream then.
Oh, yeah.
You got
Should we-
to suggest
You want to run with that one?
suggestions.
Because I don't have it.
we can have a non-musical talent contest.
Oh,
Hey.
wow.
It could be anything else. What do you think?
No.
All right then.
I know. What I would pick a world record to break and try and break it live. Like, how many marshmallows you can...
Fit in your mouth.
Yeah.
I ain't doing that.
Oh man, that's
Like,
like
get ugly on stream.
end up in
Full
A&E.
marshmallows.
But like the NHS are so run down, and then we go in with like marshmallows just wedged in our mouth.
It's stuck.
I think we'll just get the biggest slap ever.
Yeah, true. Okay, let's pass on that.
So Carol said, how do you feel about having fans that are much older than you are? I don't say that we notice, really.
No?
No, I mean,
If you're
think-
a fan, you're a fan.
I think our demographic is quite wide, isn't it? It goes from, I mean, we have literally had like 3 generations turn up to one of our shows before now, which is cool. It's one of the best feelings ever when you can see, the kid, the mom, and the grandma.
Yeah. It's
I
amazing.
think that's cool, man.
Yeah.
And also, rock fans are rock fans at the end of the day.
Yeah. You don't have to be a certain age to like a band.
Yeah, and
know.
I think we all have like that commonality between us, don't we? And I think it's cool. I like and we don't we don't think about age when we're speaking to people and when we're playing shows to people. So yeah,
Yeah.
fans, man,
Age is just a number.
it is. So however you feel, I feel like 65.
That was felt like 72.
So now your name's changed to Tips and Skulls now. Okay.
Okay, that's good. I'm happy.
So Rob said, when you get back to playing together, will it be easy to pick it up again?
Yeah. It's muscle memory, innit? Especially for me.
Play together again.
No.
It's like, well, I'll be fine.
No, to be fair, like, we're usually quite rusty anyway, like, when we get together.
We usually suck anyway, so what's the difference?
We're not good, so I'll make a huge difference.
Did you hear that, guys? That's what Robin really thinks.
No, I mean, like when we first meet up, like, we play
It's
one
because
song
she's
and
got
it's
the
a bit,
click. So she's like, I'm fine.
yeah, but besides that, like, yeah, like I miss a part or something, or I screw up on a part. But then after we've played one song together, we're like, right, that's it, done.
Yeah. I mean, I think this is the longest amount of time that we haven't jammed, though.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
Yeah. Yep.
Would you say?
Yeah.
Or at least seeing each other.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, we see each other weekly, usually, at least. You know, and when it's coming up to a tour, when it's coming up to, studio time, it's daily.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
so it's going to be strange.
Yeah.
You'll be like, strange, I'm going to be awkward. It's going to have that awkward, when you see each other for the first time in a long time, in the flesh.
Yeah.
How's it going? Yeah. Fiona said that her advice is apple slices with chocolate spread.
Oh, I ain't tried that one.
Apple slices with chocolate spread? I don't think
I've done apple slices with peanut butter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. You just dip it in the peanut butter. I mean,
Nice.
That's like Kieran's worst night. Look at the colour rush out of his face. Peanut butter and apple slices. Sean Rogers said, would you sit in a queue for McDonald's for 2 hours?
No.
hell no.
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 Not
I don't
worth
don't miss it that much.
Nah.
No. there was wasn't there like a couple that done like a 7-hour round trip to go to a Mackey's
You're joking.
the other day.
Oh, really?
I saw
Wow.
that on the internet. Yeah, there was a couple that done a 3.5 hour trip there and a 3.5 hour trip back just to go to a drive-thru.
That's insane. No, I can't. I wouldn't be able to
I
do
bet it
that.
was welcome. So they got it back.
No, I'm pretty sure that they ate it.
I know.
Well, hadn't they
So-
limited the amount of stuff on the menu?
Yeah.
So imagine driving 7 hours for something that you wanted and it's not there.
Yeah.
This could be a thing.
Like-
I really wanted a fish fillet. You haven't got it.
Yeah, it's not worth it, man. Not worth it.
So people are digging on the rubber rings equals social distancing mosh pit idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sean says that he thinks that face masks will be normal in crowds. I can imagine that being a thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Broken Army face masks. That's what Anne's put.
Yeah.
Until there's a vaccine, I don't think gigs will return. That's what Day says. Tracy says that they want to see us in Philadelphia.
Awesome.
We went to Philadelphia, didn't we? The last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
that we, went
Yeah.
to. We didn't play a show there.
We had a Philly cheesesteak, didn't we?
We did.
Literally, that was it.
Yeah.
Philly
Yeah.
had a Philly cheesesteak, and in the same room as us were the guys from Bullet for My Valentine. That
They
was
just sat behind us and we didn't
That was-
even know.
pretty surreal. You know what?
Well,
A funny story about that. They were playing the same festival, which was in Camden, New Jersey.
That's it.
and so we went over to Philadelphia, didn't we, to get
Yeah.
a Philly cheesesteak. And this was the day before the festival. We were hanging out, and we went to the arcades, and we went to this place where they do the best Philly cheesesteaks. And we went up to the seating area at top, and there was a guy that walked past with a Bullet for My Valentine hoodie on. And I turned around to the guys, I was like, oh, I guess I know where they're going tomorrow. They're going to go to the festival. Anyway, we're finished, and we were about to walk out. I glanced round, and the whole of Bullet for My Valentine is sat over at the back of the room. I'm like, that'd be why they were wearing a hoodie. And then they were looking over.
I think I went to. I can't remember who I was with, but I was. I went, it's Matt Tuck, and then Matt looked at me and went, "Oh God, someone's recognised
Yeah,
me."
me. He said it to me, and I was like, I turned around. I went round the corner, my head popped out, so I was like, "Oh yeah, it is."
Matt was like,
Hey, you see Matt?
they've spotted us.
Yeah.
So Day says that you do a mean Arnie impression, Key.
Oh yeah, you do.
I'm not doing it.
He's like, not doing it.
Not doing it.
Not
No.
doing it. And Damon, I'm going to take you off my friends list. I've been telling everyone to do Arnie.
I think anyone
Sean
could do an
says
Arnie
that...
impression.
Say again.
I think anyone could do an Arnie impression. Get to the chopper now.
There we go.
Yay.
Haley will be happy. She got one impression. Have you tried to jam online, or does that just not work? I mean, to properly jam, there's so much delay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
awful.
Yeah, you can't. I mean,
Yeah.
you can literally send each other files and have a listen. That's about as much as you can do, really. So, Tracy saw us in Camden.
Oh, nice.
So that's awesome.
Awesome.
My dad, coming, Rich. Actually, before even reading it, I knew it was my dad because it said Richard. What's it like having an extremely good-looking dad who's witty and stylish? I wouldn't know. I'm joking. Hope you're okay, Dad. See, I get my wit from somewhere, obviously. Style, I think we differ a little bit, but I mean, you started wearing that leather jacket to the shows now. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I hope you're okay, Dad, and doing all good. Will you guys start with some smaller gigs after lockdown? We don't know. It's changed. Our plans just keep changing
Yeah.
all the time.
It's mental.
So yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the plan's going to be. But as soon as we can play some shows, we will, whether they be small or in the capacity that we would have played in anyway. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, we're not sure. Not sure at the moment. So, are you guys looking forward to going back out and seeing a show? How do you guys feel about it? Do you think that there's going to be people who are a bit anxious about going out to shows? Or do you think people will just... My dad just said bug off. Or do you think it will get... As soon as we can, do you think it'll go back to normal quite soon? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not sure. It's a tough one to call.
It's tough.
Yeah. I mean, I will always say that I would love it to get back to normal as soon as possible. Because we're musicians, we perform, we miss it. It feels a bit weird
Feels very weird.
knowing that right now there's nothing in the pipeline. It's a bit strange. So yeah, it's a bit of a strange time.
Yeah.
So, on that note, Kieran, what would Arnie do? Would it not get to the chopper?
What? I think you could play a little bit. I was like, what?
Right, I was gonna try and end the stream with Kieran doing an impression of Arnie, but he's not gonna do one. So instead, we'll end it by saying thank you for joining us again this week. We hope you guys have had fun. We have.
Yeah.
We love telling you guys these stories and hanging out. So yeah, hope you guys stay safe, stay well. And if you are affected by COVID, I hope you get better soon. Our tour manager, he was in hospital for a week because he had it. So I just want to say thank you to you guys for always coming and hanging out with us. It's always a bit of a giggle on a Friday. Isn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
But for now, we'll see you guys next week. Take care. Once again, thanks to all the key workers, all the people that are still working throughout this whole pandemic. You guys are doing a great job, and we all appreciate what you guys do. So that you guys, we'll see you guys soon. Take care.
See ya.